Hey everybody, it's Sean Waters on behalf of the Wisdom Workshop. I'm so excited to share part 3 of the Introduction to Philosophy with you, and this is on the benefits of philosophy. Last time we looked at 4 different definitions of philosophy, philosophy understood as a journey or process that you must go on yourself, where there is no spectators. You can't just read about philosophy. You actually have to practice and put something into action, where you are moving, conversing, dialoguing, thinking, writing, reflecting, however it is that you do these things of pursuing wisdom, finding, searching for self-understanding, making sure you define your terms, and having justified true beliefs. What we're going to do today is look kind of at the journey part 2, where it's cliche, but it's true. It's not the destination, it's the journey. That we really want to look at the benefits of philosophy. And here again, I'm defining philosophy broadly speaking, not just the academic study of philosophy, which is reading difficult to read texts and then analyzing and then writing about them. That is definitely one way to do philosophy if you are into reading and writing as a means of living the good life as you've identified it. But it doesn't have to be, especially if you're not prone, enthusiastic, in love with reading and writing. Doing philosophy in terms of identifying what is significant about what is good, what is worth having, and how to go after it, how to live accordingly, there's certain tangible benefits to that process. In other words, you can study philosophy not because you want to be a philosopher. You can study philosophy in order to be a better parent, friend, mechanic, cook. Choose what it is that you're getting better at. But there's broad, universal, common benefits of this as well that have been identified. And you'll see why these are universal. One is problem solving. John Dewey, great pragmatist philosopher, says that a problem well defined is a problem half solved. So understanding the problem or finding legit problems to engage and wrestle with is a key benefit that translates from philosophy outside of philosophy. 2, this one's a little bit more controversial, but I definitely want to improve it, that doing and engaging in philosophy, i.e. a sustained radical inquiry into what matters, implies a certain kind of development of mental skill that is required if you're going to continue on the journey, which is an endurance race, or not even really a race, because I'm not sure that there isn't a finish line. You're building certain kinds of mental skills and aptitudes that we're going to call philosophical skills. But these include, probably most significantly now, if I had to choose, is mindfulness and non-reactive awareness. Which means you're building a way of observing, approaching your experience that is non-judgmental and non-evaluative, i.e. you are learning how to be present and observe your experience as part of your reflection. That certain sense of mindfulness might also be seen as a presence, but it also is connected to attention. So our attention skills and how we train our minds when we read or when we do a task that we're immersed in, we enter into those flow states. That is also what you're building when you're doing philosophy's complex mental skills. There's another one, interestingly, here, that empathy and rhetorical imagination kind of transition us to the third benefit of studying philosophy, which is communication. Where do we start here? Because we can put 4 as persuasion or persuasive skills. And these go together, obviously. If you are good at philosophy, you are good at writing a good email, because you can identify through your imagination and approach and inquiry what the person you're sending the email to actually cares about and what that good email is going to entail in the situation that you're writing in. So this is the basics of rhetoric, where rhetoric is understood broadly as your ability to be persuasive. But it's also, if you're going to be good at persuasion and not be a scumbag, it's not about using people to get them to do what you want, like persuading someone. It's more about understanding, which we explore as inquiring. It's about an empathizing. I love this metaphor of glasses or spectacles as a way of looking at the world and understanding that one of the things we do when we're studying philosophy, and comparative world philosophy especially, which was what I studied as a master's student in philosophy, is that we are learning different ways to look and approach our experience in the world, how we make sense of it, and how we're able to put ourselves in another person's shoes, understand what they care about, and how to appeal to that, not in a sleazy way, but in an actually a good ethical way, whatever that means to you is another big question. These communication skills that we get that go along with our mental skills of listening and taking care directly tie into our problem-solving skills. And now you can begin to see these skills really be able to be applied to a lot of situations, a lot of teams, a lot of scales of our involvement in our work and our involvement with other human beings, which, let's be real, if we're going to do something really good, it usually involves other human beings. Or if we're going to advance in our organization, usually it involves other human beings. But there's another really big thing you can get out of philosophy. And I'm going to call this self-worth and ethics. Or maybe a better way to say this is character. When I was an undergrad studying philosophy, I remember you get this question a lot if you're studying philosophy as an undergrad. What do you study in philosophy? Oh. So what are you going to do with that? And I ended up saying, I don't know. I partially don't think, I think it's too young. I think I'm too young to decide what I'm going to do for the rest of my life, for one. Two, I'm here because I love it, and I love the challenge of understanding what a quality existence means from cross cultures, from across time. So it's freaking fascinating, for two. And three, studying philosophy, I hope, is going to help me be a better person. And if I am a good person, I will be the kind of person that other people will want to work with, and therefore I will always have economic security, because people want to be around nice people and no one wants to be a dick. So, what am I going to do with my philosophy degree? I'm going to work on being less arrogant and a little less harsh in my speech, and kind of a little more fun to talk with, because I can tell that I completely upset you with that diatribe, and I don't want to. Or maybe I do. Or you get what I'm saying. So really, what I see the benefits of philosophy is a way of approaching, and I see this as fun. I gotta tell you, I see this as engaging and as mysterious and curious, so that if you're going to do philosophy, next time we are going to look at particularly how this book connects to the practical doing of philosophy. Ideally, you're doing it with the goal and objective in mind of making and building and crafting a better person, so that you can do more of what you love in a way that is good for the people around you. So thanks for watching. If you got anything out of this, or if you have any questions of this, please let me know. I'm curious, of these 5 goals: problem solving, mental skills, communication, persuasive skills, and character, which do you think are the most important? And why do you think the most important? Put that in the comments. I'm also wondering what mental skills you're developing, if you are developing any. Did I miss any from that list? Is there a certain kind of mental skill that you are trying to develop? Maybe gratitude? Let me know. Next time we're going to look at how to build a personal philosophy with Pigliucci's edited collection of essays, How to Live a Good Life. Thank you. Hope this helps, and see you next time.